It's my life, it's your life, it's our life, it's our life, it's our life. You got to make a decision.
Hollatics, y'all weigh in tonight. If you're just tuning in, this is the Holla-tics Live Interactive Podcast. I am Raz, your host. We do this every 7:30 to 8:30. Tonight on the floor. Is it true in order to be a good leader, you must first learn to follow? Holla-tics Vic say, nah, you ain't gotta be a leader. You ain't gotta learn to follow. You just gotta have some influence. Holla-tics IBC say, yeah, in order to be a leader, you must first learn to follow because you have to lead by example. Two intelligent men, two good opinions. They not the only ones. Hollatics, y'all weigh in tonight. Of course, I am not just your host. I'm a politician as well, so I am going to weigh in. But I'm giving y'all the opportunity to pay y'all amendments first, man. Kareem Bennett, I would love to chop it up with you. I would love to chop it up with on your show. What's the charge if you have a guest? I don't charge for guests, Kareem, but hit me up in the DM, man. We can talk. I don't charge to put guests on the show. I don't know how many times you might have tuned in, but make sure the format fits you. Because like the tagline say under my lower third right there, there's no bars and stars here. It's just you, me, and things that concern you. So we like to talk about stuff that just ground level stuff, man. You know, I say this, and I'm gonna say this and read off some more amendments, and then we're gonna see what go on from there. But I read in the news today, Joe Biden's he stopped in Atlanta and picked up, a roster of celebrities that he's getting ready to release, media and commercials on campaigns. And again, this is going back to the floor subject. I say this all the time. Celebrity culture is something we indulge in, but we may not really recognize what's going on. So President Joe Biden got this roster of star people to get out here and say, vote for Joe Biden. But here's what I want to challenge you with. If somebody's asking you to vote for Joe Biden and they are a celebrity, have been for the last 5-10 years, meaning they've had $1 million in their bank account for the last 5-10 years, what do you have in common with that person? I'm not saying you don't have anything. I'm saying, but do you know what you have in common with that person? Because that's what's at stake when you vote. You're talking about your livelihood, your community livelihood, your economy. Again, I talked about this last night. I love Elon Musk, but he's a Silicon Valley guy. California is a blue state with a blue governor. I stay in Texas with a red governor. We eat off energy and oil. So even though me and Elon Musk can kick it, when it's time to vote, do we really have the same interests at heart, man? This is stuff y'all need to think about when Ludacris and T.I. and Monica and all these other celebrities that's getting ready to ask you to vote for Joe Biden. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying when they're asking you to vote for him, look at their lives. Some of these people had $1 million for over 10 years. What do they have in common with you? So should your vote and their vote be the same? I'm just asking the question. This is stuff you need to ask yourself before you vote, man. So that's my rant. That's not my weigh in, though. How the tickets y'all weigh in, man? Followership should be a part of your education. You're not following your leader in training. That is my man, Holla-tics Mike, weighing in. What's up, Lafayette? Appreciate you tuning in tonight. This is the Holla-tics Live Interactive Podcast. You're rocking with Raz tonight. I'm the host, Chief Holla-tician, Holla-tics. No bars and stars here. We talk about stuff that concerns us here on ground level. Holla-tic might say, I believe you have to learn to follow first. And we have to lead by example because there are a lot of people who are leaders but are not good at leading people. There you go. That's Holla-tic Mike. He's looking at that statement and the word that stood out to him was good. Excellent opinion, Mike. Is it true in order to be a good leader, you must first learn to follow? That's Holla-tic Mike Robinson weighing in from Ohio. We got IBC talking to Vic. What's up, Patricia? Holla-tics, y'all weigh in, man. Y'all still have time. Tonight on the floor, is it true in order to be a good leader, you must first be a good follower? Holla-tics, prepare your amendments. The bill is on the floor. I am going to submit my opinion to you guys in a matter of seconds here. But if you're just tuning in, I see some new guests, man. Some of y'all know just never tuned into the show, man. I appreciate y'all. Some people y'all see tuning into the show been riding with me since the beginning of my Christian rap career. And now here you are still checking me out on Hollatics as I go into another phase in life, man. I want to tell you guys, thank y'all, man. I could not do life without y'all. You know, no million people has ran out and bought a Christian rap CD up till Lecrae or maybe up till Lecrae, right? So I couldn't have done this without y'all. 25 years almost unknown, right? If you're outside of the kingdom of God. And so I exist here to be on this screen with my podcast, our podcast, because you guys have supported me and you still do, man. And I would like to say thank you out loud. I do say thank you sometimes on commercials after the show airs, but I'm going to do it right here. Thank you guys for tuning in and being a part of the Hollatics Live Interactive Podcast. Now, on the floor, is it true in order to be a good leader, you must first learn to follow? I am going to weigh in. This is Raz's opinion, because I'm not only your host, but I'm also a hollitician. So I have to weigh in myself. This is my opinion. When I was first approached with this question, like a good old Christian boy I am, based on all the good old Christian teachings I have received, I immediately weighed in. Yes, it's true. Submission and obedience is a must before you hand someone the keys to lead. This is me talking right here. Yet, as I thought about some of the most respected, reverenced, and honored leaders, I saw my response slowly losing traction. Abraham was told to go solo. God told Abraham, get away from everybody. And he would be the leader of a new breed, father of a many nations. He is our forefather if you claim Christianity. And he didn't have to follow. God told him to get away from everybody. It was never recorded of Jesus following anyone except the Holy Ghost and his purpose. And David, being a good old faithful follower of Saul, almost got him killed. Yet, a few exceptions don't make a rule not true. It's still true that a rat apple is red, even though some are green, yellow, and even pink. The error in red apples and the floor statement is we bottleneck the truth till the qualifications are made questionable. Leadership is a quality some are born with. If they never followed anyone in their lives, they would look up and have a bunch of rebels following them just because of the gift they have on them. Sort of like what Vic was saying, influence. That's the power of born leadership. On the contrary, in some cases, a person can be a great follower for all their life and still not have the stones to lead. So just because you are a good leader a good follower don't qualify you to be a leader. It is an error we make at church often. We believe if you faithful at passing out the offering bucket for 10 years, it qualifies you to run the entire bucket crew. That's not always the case. Leaders' most strenuous task is to make hard decisions that will cost lives, reputation, and even exile them from people and loved ones. You can't teach that. You can't borrow that from a pastor or any other leader. Those gut checks has to come from within. In fact, the desire to lead, if it's pure, it has to come from within inside you. Not to mention the ability to handle the pressure when everything turns sour. With these in mind, and so many other variables, in my opinion, it is my opinion. I'm sorry, y'all. It is my opinion that leaders are made. You cannot follow your way into being a good leader. However, good leaders do learn to follow, but they never lose focus of who they are. That is my professional way in. And so, no, you don't have to follow in order to be a good leader. But good leaders do learn to follow. That is my professional Holla-tic opinion. Holla-ticians, y'all have time to weigh in. Y'all chop me to pieces if y'all feel like I'm wrong. Again, to sum up my opinion, no, you don't have to learn to follow in order to be a good leader. But good leaders do learn to follow. It's all good, Mike. It's all good, brother. Mike say I'm typing too fast. It's all good, Mike. Appreciate you being here tonight too, Mike, and participating. Some people just spy on me, man. I'm glad you popping off tonight, man. Holla-tic Dinky is in the house. In order for one to lead, they must first follow. Following is where you learn. Great leaders produce great leaders. That's right. Holla-tic Dinky say you gotta learn to follow in order to be a leader. Contrary to my opinion, I don't think you have to learn to follow in order to be a leader, but I think good leaders do learn to follow. Again, Abraham was told not to follow anyone. Get away from everybody. Jesus, who did he follow? Other than the Holy Spirit and his own purpose. Right? David was a good follower. Saul, and it almost got him killed. So I don't think you have to be a follower in order to lead, but good leaders do learn to follow. That is my opinion, man. Y'all weigh in. There's no wrong or rights here, man. Just smart, intellectual people. Iron sharpening iron. I've been following your Christian rap career since the late 90s with Grapetree Records. Appreciate that, Terrence Brown. I appreciate that, man. There is no me without y'all. Appreciate that, bro. Mike say I was typing too fast. I totally didn't see nothing wrong with a self-leader who follows. It's part of their own leadership journey. That's what I came to the grips. And the person who introduced this topic to me on the floor, that was their point. They were saying, Raz, leaders are born. You don't have to follow. No, most time, a lot of respected and reverenced leaders, man, they were rebels. And then they grew in grace and wisdom, and then they became great leaders. And some learned to follow first. David followed first, and then he led. But following almost got him killed. So, just some stuff to think about, right? What's up, Patricia? Patricia weighing in tonight. She said, agreed, Raz. True leaders are gifted with the empowerment to lead. Under a true leader, their followers will grow into leaders. That is Patricia. Patricia, you just weighed in. Now, let me say this about Patricia, y'all. Patricia, you're officially a Holla-tic tonight. I gotta let you in, even though you're supposed to watch the show one more time and comment one more time, and the people who had to do that, they're gonna feel like you cheating the game. But y'all remember this company called Planet Smoothie? It's only smoothie kings out here now, but there used to be a smoothie place called Planet Smoothie. Patricia owned one of those. And I used to work for Patricia. I used to manage her Planet Smoothie. So I almost feel convicted to try to force her to watch another show before she become a Holla-tic. So because you hired me, Patricia, when I worked at your Smooth Planet Smoothie, I'm going to let you be a Holla-tic. Nobody else try that. It's just for Patricia. Holla-tics, y'all weigh in. Gabe, I see you checking in tonight. Tread Barnes said truth from the table. I appreciate that. Holla-tic Gabe say I'm in and I'm finna weigh in. What's up, Rashi? Give me about 2 more years, bro. I'm gonna come and get you, man. You gonna be my executive assistant. I ain't forgot, bro. I'm telling you. Holla-tic Gabe weighing in. He say, I feel you. I feel you have to be a great follower, then you will know how to properly lead. God is the forefront, in my opinion. That is the truth, Gabe. And that is truth. I'm not going to even combat opinions tonight that are contrary to mine, because I think this is a broad enough subject that we all can have a piece of right. Trish say, wow, you already know that. Trish, you already know that. Leaders create and develop leaders. Trent Bond said. Holla-tic Trent Bond said. This is true. Tonight on the floor, Holla-tics, you still got time to weigh in. Is it true in order to be a good leader, you must first learn to follow? Holla-tic Dinky say, yes, that's true, Raz. You know, you want leadership that has learned to follow, and then they will create other leaders, good leaders. My opinion was that you don't necessarily have to follow to be a leader, but good leaders do learn to follow. I think leadership is a gift. I think it's something that's just born on you. And even if you run from the calling, you rebel and not follow people, people are going to look at you and start rebelling, because that's just your gift. Like Vic was saying, true leaders are influential. It's so many leaders throughout time that were like rebels, and they were considered to be great leaders. So I'm not convinced that a person has to follow in order to be a leader. I believe to be a good leader, a great leader, you should learn to follow. But can I take the whole statement as truth that you have to follow before you can lead? I cannot take that as complete truth. That is my opinion, man. I am only a Holla-tic though. So people who opinions are contrary to mine, that don't make them wrong. I am only one of y'all when it comes to this show. I'm a Holla-tician because I'm here every night weighing in. And those who stop in every night and weigh in, you are Holla-ticians too. So we are all on equal plateau on the Hollatics Live Interactive Podcast. If you just tuning in right now, shame on you, because we only got 6 more minutes left. But you are watching the Hollatics Live Interactive Podcast. I am Raz, your host. We do this every night from 7:30 to 8:30. And tonight on the floor, is it true in order to be a good leader, you must first learn to follow? So many Hollatics weighed in tonight. I wish I could go down the list of everybody's opinions, so I'm doing them off memory. IBC says yes, every good leader must learn to follow first. He has to do it by example. So did Dinky. Holla-tic Dinky said the same thing. She said yes, in order to be a good leader, you got to lead by example, and you should learn to follow. Holla-tic Vic say, man, leaders are just people with influence. They just people with influence. You can have bad influence, you can have bad leadership. I'm in line with Vic. I believe leadership is a gift. Some people, it's not completely a gift. Some people are given a gift, others work to be good leaders. But I do believe leading is a gift in some cases. And so the people who are gifted with it, it's a difference between gifts and talents, right? Talents you work at. gifts just bestowed on you, right? Some people could just sing and crack a glass. Others have to get vocal lessons. People who can just sing and crack a glass reminds me of leaders who don't practice good principles. They just, because of the gift on their life, they just have influence. But any good leader will learn to follow. That is my opinion, man. Holla-tics Trish says, another quality you called out, Raz. Leaders identify leaders. Your leadership wasn't granted. You exclude those qualities. If your leadership wasn't granted, you exclude those qualities. You lose those qualities. That's true. That's true, Trish. Heavy. I could spend the next 4 minutes just chewing on your comment, Trish, but I want to read the rest of them for this show went by fast, huh? This is what happened when y'all be weighing in like this. Holla-tics Mike say some people are born with those leadership qualities and not necessarily have to follow to be a leader. That's true, Mike. That is what I'm saying. Some people who are born with the leadership quality, they don't necessarily have to follow. Now, that don't make them good leaders just because you born with the quality. Because I feel like a good leader will learn to follow, but some people are just born with leadership qualities. Holla-tics Victor say leadership is an art of influence and directing men and women in such a manner to obtain their willing obedience and confidence to accomplish the mission. Sound like a preacher, Vic, but I know you are, so they don't. Holla-tics Vic say leadership is the art of influence and directing men and women in such a manner to obtain their willing obedience and confidence to accomplish a mission. Boy went Webster on us tonight. What's up? Holla-tics Mike say good followers are great team players. They know one truth. You are only good. They know one truth. You are only good as the team. That's true. That's true. They know one truth. You are only good as the team. Good followers appreciate teamwork. That is why I believe good leaders should learn to follow, because it's the way you learn to appreciate your team. Do you have to be a follower in order to be a leader? I'm not inclined to believe to be that. I've walked with men who were not great followers, but people loved them when they feet hit the canvas. When they stepped in place, people were at, let's follow this dude, this guy. He's great. But yet, they were not good followers. So, I'm not inclined to believe that you need to be a follower in order to be a leader. But I believe good leaders learn to follow. You feel me, bro? Holla-tics, y'all still got time to weigh in, man. This is Holla-tics Live, the interactive podcast. You're rocking with Raz tonight, the cheap politician. Holla-tics on the floor tonight is the truth. In order to be a good leader, you must first be a good follower, or you must first learn to follow, rather. We are on our way out, man. Y'all keep the conversation going. Send me floor subjects in the DM. I like taking floor subjects straight from my Holla-tickers, formatting them and throwing them right back at you for you to weigh in, man. Appreciate y'all attendance tonight, man. This was a great show tonight. No consensus tonight. We had so many intelligent Holla-tickers weighing in on different sides of this floor subject, man. So interesting, man. Go back, see the feed, look at some of the people's responses, man. A lot of wisdom is in that feed, in that comment feed, man. I am Raz, your host. This is Hollatics Live, the interactive podcast. We're getting ready to close out today. No bars and stars here, just me, you, and the things that concern you the most. And like I tell you every night, and I will continue to tell you, if you have the power to change someone's life, accompanied by the opportunity, take it. I'm Raz, man. I love y'all, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace and blessings.